Okay, so we have seeds from Burpee, Uprising seeds, and Alliance of Native Seedkeepers. So we'll start with the Burpee. I got these sweet corn wild violet hybrids because there was one sold out from the Alliance of Native Seedkeepers that I really wanted, and that was the Loft House Astronomy, and I'll put a picture of that first, and then you're going to be disappointed by these other ones. They're pretty much look like glass gem corn, a little more purple and pink, and they are sweet. So I've never heard of such a thing, but these are kind of similar. They're white kerneled, and then they have amethyst, kind of dark purple, occasional violet seeds, kernels. So I thought that would be a okay substitution. And you know, hybrids are sometimes easier to grow because they've been bred to want to grow. And so I thought, for this season, we'll try that. I'm really excited to try corn because, as you may know, I had a tiny bit of success with one tiny ear of glass gem corn last year, and I'll throw that on here. And now I am hooked. We kind of completely neglected the corn seeds. The stalks were tiny. We didn't think we had started them in time, and the one that grew was just so cute that I'm now addicted and really want to grow corn. Plus I love sweet corn, so I would love to grow my own. Here's some strawberry blonde marigolds. I don't always love the color of the orange and red traditional marigolds. These are a beautiful pink rose color, and it just gives a little more variety. There's kind of a lot of yellow and orange and red already in the garden, so I've always wanted to try those. And then the last one from Burpee is this baked potato hybrid winter squash. I've seen this in the mashed potato one, which looks very similar, as a whole bunch of people have raved about it. It's supposed to be capable of replacing mashed potatoes. You mix it with some butter and salt and pepper, mash it, and almost wouldn't know the difference from what I've read. So I'm hoping it lives up to that. Excited to try some and maybe sell some at farmer's market. On to the Uprising. I'm so excited about these lunar blue sweet peas. I think they're called picote, where they're like crinkly edges as I wiggle. That's gonna help you. I'll put the picture up, obviously. And these are so beautiful as they grow. They're white and blue, but as they sit in the vase, they actually have this really beautiful turquoise color, and I'm so excited for that. So that's the main thing about those. These are almost like Molly Rylestone, are almost like a pink and yellow version of that. Really pretty. And then here's a marine gray kabocha or kabocha. I never know how to say that. It's not kombucha, so it probably is kabocha. You tell me in the comments. But this one is one of my favorite squashes. It's really densely packed and flavorful, and it's not watery. It's flaky fleshed, and I ate so much of this when I did the autoimmune diet, so I'm super excited to have this as an addition to my garden. And I for some reason do not see these seeds for sale very often, and this particular company I read said that, you know, they bred for different other traits, and when they started coming back to breed for flavor, they ended up with these really gray, beautiful squash, and they weren't sure why, but those were the best tasting ones. So I'm excited for it to be gray. And the main reason I order from Uprising Seeds is because of these, and Jess at Roots and Refuge turned me on to these. They are bright pink, Tanya's pink pod beans, and they are so good. They grew really well in my garden. And this pack is like filled to the brim almost, which is nice for beans because you need a lot of seeds. On to the Alliance for Native Seedkeeper, and these are the ones that I'll have the affiliate link for. You can use code Coral's Garden for 10% off your order. They do have, it's $25 and over, it's free shipping. It's a little difficult to do with the seed prices as good as they are. They are $2 a pack, so it's nice to be able to stock up on some standard things that you could get, you know, from the grocery store or the big box store, but you also could get it for $2 a pack and support a native business and get free shipping. So that's, some of these are just stocking up on things, and this is the Royal Family sweet peas, and these are just a mix: blue, purples, whites, pinks. Hi, little one. What are you doing, mister? The cats have been really interested. And I stocked up on some butternut squash because we are almost out of those. Cherokee Trail of Tears beans are also a favorite of ours that I'm re-upping on. There goes Tiny again. Queen Lime Red Zinnia I bought from Baker Creek before and had pretty poor germination. And I'm going to try them again. They're really beautiful. We are almost out of our yard-long, green yard-long beans. These are just a nice sweet orange carrot, Scarlet Nance. And we tend to get some more exotic carrots. I say we, really I purchase the seeds around here, so I have a tendency to get the really pretty, crazy purple red, which are good, but it's nice to have a nice standard sweet orange one. Sometimes you use those really purple ones in like a stew or something and you end up with a really weirdly pink colored brown stew. Here's some purple tomatillos. We grew some green ones last year. They smelled amazing. They were really fun to grow, so I thought it'd be fun to have purple and do some salsa morado instead of salsa verde. This is just a sweet alyssum, a royal carpet, which is purple and white mix. This is a really tiny little, actually brassica, but it's these little tiny flowers that make a great border, and they grow really early because they're brassicas, so they can take a frost. So I'm gonna put some of those out now. I also gave away all my asparagus seeds, thinking that I was not gonna have a place to grow them, and then thought of a place to grow them. So I thought, pick up some asparagus seeds. This is some sweet bantam corn. This is just a traditional, you'll find this almost everywhere, yellow corn. Nice and full big pack there too. There's some glass gem, and this looks really similar to the one that I had success on. It was one of these like really multicolored pretty ones, and I was just, I guess again, I showed you a picture, but I was enamored, so I really hope we have some success. I'm going to take good care of them. I know they need lots of food. They're hungry little critters, so we're going to keep them well fed and watered. And these are Jardel pumpkins, and these are like a gray color. I just thought they'd be a fun addition to the really pretty pumpkins that we already have. I grew that big pumpkin this year, and it was one of the coolest things I to watch grow and to pick, so I'm excited to have those. Switch these over. Here is edamame, Be Sweet. I like that idea that it's going to be even sweeter. I've never tried to grow edamame. I'm a little intimidated, but I do love it. I love it. Steamed with a little salt. So good. With a little soy sauce maybe. So I thought, might as well just see what we can do. This environment has been very different than Monterey, so the things that we didn't have success with in Monterey, we really had success with here. So I want to try all the things that I maybe tried or didn't try for fear of how the environment was, because I don't know what's going to work here in the high desert. And then this is a Seneca red stalker flint corn, and I liked the look of this, obviously, and the name. This has red stalks, like the leaves themselves are beautiful and red, and then the kernels are, some have red and yellow striping, some are various shades of red, just really beautiful corn. And this is a flint corn. This is the kind that you can dry it and make flour out of. Also really work well for decorations, especially in the fall. Both of these will be mostly for that, but we'll definitely pop some too. I do have a black popcorn too that I'm excited to pop with these, try and see which one is better. And yeah, I've been waiting on these seeds very excitedly for a while, so I'm excited to incorporate them with what we have and get them in the ground soon. Our season is approaching quickly, especially the weather has been so hot. We had to turn on the swamp cooler a few times, but again, there very well could be a good frost or even a snow in our future. So we don't want to jump the gun too much, but it's really hard not to be tempted when it's beautiful outside and everything's trying to grow on its own. I'll take you guys to do a quick garden tour in the next couple days and show you what's out there growing. We have all of our peas and sweet peas that we sowed in the fall that didn't come up or came up and died are up along the trellises. So if those pop off, we could have some pea production pretty soon and some beautiful sweet peas in our arches. That would be really cool. One of our artichokes seemed like it's going really strong. The other two, I don't even know where they are, if they'll come back. I hope they do. And then some of our random brassicas, there's a little broccoli head that's like loose but edible. I think I might take you out and harvest it. And then there's some decorative kale plants and some flowers, calendula especially, that's blooming out there, and some flowers that are starting to grow are hollyhocks. And then I was really excited to see our little dead bare roots plum tree has put on a bunch of little tiny blossoms, so I think he's gonna be fine. And we have some spinach out there and some arugula that's been growing healthy in the shade all winter. They're like so hardy, especially the spinach. The spinach looks great. And I'll show you guys that. And then we'll start kicking off some like weekly or bi-weekly garden tours, depending on how much we have growing. But I definitely want to try and throw in a round of fall winter veg or early spring veg soon and see if we can get in a short round of that before we get in our summer veg, like the tomatoes and the peppers and the corn. So a bunch of stuff I'm really excited to grow this year, a bunch of stuff that did really well last year that I was not expecting, and I want to just up that production and find ways to get irrigation going so we're not burning ourselves out watering twice a day in the heat, and to protect from the sun. We're gonna work on all that together and learn and grow and hopefully have some success and some cool things to share at the farmer's market and share with friends and family, because that's some of the best part. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. It was super fun. We'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe.
These cats are far too interested. Seeds are not interesting to you. They are so food motivated and crazy. And then look at this little cutie right there. Native owned, really into activism and giving back to their and other Native American communities. And I'm really happy to be an affiliate. So I'd rather have solid information than pretty pictures as I've grown in maturity in my gardening career. These are really delicious. All summer I put them into ramen. I'm like the one person in summer who's exclusively eating ramen instead of in the winter when it seems more logical. And this was one of the only ones that we got an ear of, and I'll put the picture here, and I was so excited. There's a short video of it. I think it's called It's Corn, if you want to watch it. It's pretty ridiculous because they were all just these big failures, but it was pretty funny.